the same people that are serving right now. You and-
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, raise your right hand.
Do we need to state those
Yeah,
specifically?
can we just, for the information of the citizens, let them know who that is?
Okay, I'm the president, and Kenyon Levitt is the vice president, and Mrs. Randmaker is our secretary, treasurer. Yeah. Okay, next item is a consent agenda. Does all of you guys out there know that you can question the agenda? And if you want to, just raise your hand and go ahead and do it. I didn't see anybody question it.
And we're gonna skip the board comments and president's comments, even though I don't have anything.
Yeah, so we'll go to the consent agenda.
We didn't do
Are we
board comments
doing
or
board comments and
president
president
Oh, I'm
comments?
sorry, got ahead of myself. Board comments?
I just have one comment. I'd like to welcome all seniors from Mr. Whitwer's government class. One in particular I'm awful fond of. I hope he's getting a good grade.
My son?
Not as much as my son.
And I have no comments either. So now you guys got a chance to remove anything off the agenda they want to. See no hands, we'll go on to the consent agenda. The consent agenda is considered routine business, and we can move any or remove any of the items you want from there. Do I have a motion on the consent
Mr.
agenda?
President, I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda and the agenda as posted.
I have a motion
I'll second it.
and a second. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Aye. Okay.
Do I need to clarify anything on that, Mary, or now that we've approved them, we're good? Since I messed up last time.
On the
We're good?
item 4, we don't, now we will see.
All right.
Okay, item 6 is for the board to consider how we're going to rate the performance evaluation of our general manager at the next board meeting, which I believe is January 27th, isn't that? 21st. And Mr. Bowler, do you want to make any changes to this?
I already made my recommendations, they've been made, so I appreciate that, thank you.
And I made my recommendations and it's been changed.
Do we need to discuss those here tonight?
No, they're on, I think they're on the form,
Or
so
are they?
if we approve it as is, I'm fine with it.
But we just clarify, as far as those changes that were recommended, my understanding is that Kevin sent out a proposed document. You guys just sent something back directly to Kevin. There wasn't any board discussion,
No.
deliberation regarding that issue.
No, and then he incorporated our individual changes, that's what's before us tonight, so I think we're good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it should be opened up for discussion, but yes, I just wanted to clarify that particular point.
But this is the document we're going to use, is that correct?
Well,
That's what you guys are gonna
All right.
consider right now.
Just for information for you out there, if you don't know, Mr. Kevin Brown's the general manager. We do an evaluation of him every year. He sent us out a kind of a form to follow to kind of say whether he's doing good or bad or indifferent or, you know, what he needs to improve on. I'm just gonna read so that you kind of, there's a 3-page, basically evaluation form. Number 1 is relationship with the board, 2 is general management, 3 is planning, 4 is fiscal management, 5 is personnel management, 6 is district property management, talking about the land, facilities, water rights, and equipment, which includes the wells where you get the water that we drink. And then just key relationships with the other entities that we deal with. We have the opportunity to, you know, write our comments. We will evaluate him. That will be done in a public meeting. That's
January 21st.
next meeting we have, so you're welcome to come and see what kind of general manager you have here at the Bridge Valley Water District. If you have any comments for us about things you know about him, we'd be glad to hear them. So, and just for the record, he's doing a great job.
Okay, so I guess I'll look for a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the performance evaluation sheet as a guideline as presented.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor, raise the right hand. Right hand, right. Okay, that motion-
Any hand will work with Craig.
Okay, that passes. So we'll move on to number 7, which is,
Can I make one more
Sure.
comment? And if any of you want the evaluation to take back for extra credit and discuss it in your class, you can have my copy.
You can do it.
Whitworth doesn't give extra credit.
Well, I think you ought to take that up with him and discuss that and see if you could get extra credit over that.
Tell him Craig Hafen says if he doesn't give you extra credit, he's in trouble.
I didn't say that.
Make it hard and give them the financials.
Yeah.
Well, we want to start out right. I mean, this is the guy that we evaluate has to approve those, so I mean,
All right, we'll move on to item 7. Mr. West.
Okay, you have my written memo. The financials were attached. We're beginning the budget process. I got my the formal forms from the state of Nevada from which I can attach. We have to take all my budget worksheets and attach to that, so I started that process today. So we should be on track with the schedule that we talked about to get that taken care of. I also had communication with the bond people today. We're having a meeting, conference call next Monday to finalize our arrangements with the transition to U.S. Bank. We have received the contract and letter from them, and I don't know if Bo's got a copy of that yet, but we'll have a copy of that to review, and we'll bring that to the board at the next meeting, assuming that we're comfortable after our meeting on Monday. Then the next agenda, we'll have that on there for your final approval of that document. So that's moving forward, and it should happen. If it happens, we'll get that transition made in the month of February.
Thank you. Question?
Comment more than a question. Just so you guys taking notes, know this is Mr. Wes Smith. He doesn't have a name tag. He's the accountant for the water district, and he's doing a great job of making sure that our bonding is improving and strengthening. And Wes, you want to take a minute and explain to these young people what's so important about our bond, what it means to us?
The bond rating.
Capacity.
The bond rating of the district, basically we're rated by a national rating agency, Moody's, and how they rate us determines how much it costs us to borrow money. If we have to borrow money to put a new well in or to build a pipeline or something else, our bond rating determines how expensive that's going to be. So the better our bond rating, the less expensive it's going to be, the less money that we have to pay as rate holders of the district to take care of that. So our bond rating is very important, and a big part of that bond rating is the financial stability and security of the district. So that's something that's critical to us in terms of our ongoing operation.
Easy way to look at it is like your credit. When you get older and you get out in the world and you want good credit, because stuff costs you less with good credit. Remember that.
Just as
Thanks,
a
Wes.
kind of a side note of that, when we had some financial trouble here a few years ago and had to raise the rate, our bond rating was lowered, and we couldn't have borrowed money if we wanted to. So it's important too, when your parents are paying for that college education, and have to borrow money, you should know those things.
My kid's just out of luck because he needs money for college. Play harder, son.
Thank you, Wes.